Hello guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As above, so below. This is definitely Mars Energy. This is Tuesday. To each and every one of you guys, if this is your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the Apostle and Pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. I want to say to each and every one of you guys on my platform, I teach universal laws. I do not teach my personal beliefs or practices, and I do not share the secrets of the ATRs. But what I do teach is universal laws, sir, man, because it is applicable and applies to each and every one of us. One of the things that people need to understand about energy, frequency, and vibration, it's a universal thing, and it is something that once you have a great understanding, no matter whether you're a Christian, whether you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santa Real, Lakumi, Congo, Mystic, or IJ, whether you're on the sideline, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, this is an opportunity for a lot of you guys that do not practice real magic or maybe not have had the correct tutelage in order for you to grow. There go my baby Scorpio. How you doing on this Tuesday? I want to say in honor of my Fedifun Oya and my Fedifun Babluaye, my head of Rishas, I also want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for the continued support, the super chat. How many of you guys have, even when I'm not on live, you guys hit that super chat. To all of you guys that have been supporting us with Minister Mario's headstone, I want to always say thank you so very, very much for that level of support. I know his daughter's going to appreciate it and actually love it. I already got it picked out. I thank the funeral director for being such a professional, and I mean, she's been serving our family for years. I met her as a child, so she has been doing funeral rites and arrangements for many, many years. And I just thank God for having that. What's up there, my Chris from Philadelphia, my Sagittarius in the house, and then I got Demetrius Clark in the house. Thank you so much for being with us. Much love to the tribe. And Mama Susan, my Gemini, is in the house. Now, those that do not know, I have a full-time job. I haven't too long got off, took a shower, walked Shango, and you know I haven't even eaten, and so I'm eating these ginger to keep my hunger down so I can get through this live. And some people say, well, why didn't you start eating? I don't have that kind of time. And so therefore, the later it gets, the later I get off live, and I got to start that whole process, okay? So I want to come on here and I want to share some stuff with you because I want people that are actually trying to grow, develop, and trying to be more proficient at magic. Whether you are getting work done from somebody or whether you want to do some work on your own. To me, having a grounded level of understanding what magic is, spirituality is, this is why so many melanated people that leave the church and get into the ATR, they're so disappointed, because a lot of times black people think they're dealing with the X-Men. A lot of black people think they're dealing with Bewitched and I Dream of Genie because we grew up on those shows. But magic is science, and many of y'all didn't like school. And so therefore, this is a struggle when you listen to somebody that actually is educated and that actually teaches science and mathematics when it comes down to spirituality. And many of you guys did not even get beyond your GED. And so therefore, it is not, you don't see the necessity in it. But only your gift and talent is going to only be able to take you so far. You're going to have know-how. You're going to have connections. You're going to have relationships. A lot of the successes that I have, some of this has nothing to do with spell work. It's just the education that I have. A lot of this has to do with the training that I have. A lot of my successes had to do with the business knowledge that I have and how I build proper relationships that are profitable not only for me, but for the people that engage in business with me. So spirituality is not just being able to have an ability to do readings, a conjure, a mysticism, but it's also being able to how to interact with people, having certain things like my website set up where people can actually engage and buy your product. You have to actually have a distributor or somebody that can actually transport your products to different various locations in order for you to be able to spread your good news. You understand? So magic and spell work go hand in hand, and so therefore it also magic and spell work and leg work go hand in hand. So to a lot of you all that get into Ocha, get into Santeria, get into Palo, get into Obia, you don't understand, if you have not grown up like I did, all of the leg work that goes behind manifestation, okay? What's up there to each and every one of you guys? What's up there, my Ryan? To all of you guys that have got graveyard work, to all of my graveyard tribe, grown up people that have a real desire to grow and to develop. I am rocking my Fedifun Ogun, Zarabanda, Ogufare, any blacksmith spirit, iron spirit this is our chain, okay? I make it very simple, no matter who you are, where you at. Thank you so much, Ryan. I love you hitting that super chat. To all of you that do not know, we are a monetized channel, and so therefore hitting that super chat helps to support what we do on this platform. And I, sir, ma'am, have been doing magic since I was a child. I am 51 years old, so I'm not out here guessing. So that's why a lot of times people get offended with me, because I know when you're BSing. I know when you're not serious. I know when you are out here trying to cipher information for free. I understand. I know that certain people that watch my live, you're not initiated in these practices. You don't have no respect for these practices. And there are people that are actually initiated, and they still got Christian mentality, and they still think Jesus is going to fix it, okay? So I deal with a diverse mentality of people. And so thank you to each and every one of you guys that think enough for this this platform to support it and to hit those likes and those commentaries out there. Super chat gets your questions answered, yes sir, and gets grown folks only. Please, this ain't cheering church. This ain't even for y'all that stay with y'all mama. This for real grown people that pay bills. Now, salutations to my madrina, to my padrino, to my oba. Also, I want to say to each and every one of you guys, some of you guys, I got products got to go out. I have consultations I have to do, and I also have some progression readings that I'm going to be doing. And a lot of that's probably going to be done on Sunday after I get out of church. So I'm going to try to get a lot of that done. But a lot of the other products will probably be going out soon. So, and I'll let you know, since I'll contact you and you get a tracking them and all that other good stuff. But I want to say to many of you guys, I share a lot of the behind the scenes because I want people to be more realistic when it comes to magic and conjure. I want people to be aware of real. What's up, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Come on in here, Aquarius. Yeah, Zarabon. Now I have my Impaka at the church, Zarabon and Impaka, and I have my voodoo doll at the church because I got some stuff going on. I'm trying to take care of before I make my next move. Now, I'm gonna be talking about some real grown-up stuff today. Okay, I'm a Sagittarius, and I have to always make this disclaimer because I don't know when people come on my platform. I don't know who they think they're talking to, dealing with. I am not inexperienced. I'm not a person that is out here regurgitating what I read in a book. I'm not out here regurgitating what I've seen on somebody else's video. I'm a lived experience of magic, frequency, and vibration. I've been doing conjure a very long time. I have been up under teachers that have their own clients and clientele. So therefore, I understand the business aspect. So I have and I've been hoeing a long time. So I got a diverse background. You understand? So I just want you to understand you're dealing with experience, okay? And it's not just because I'm 51 years old. I've been having experience a very long time. I'm just at this age, 51 years. I done seen it ain't nothing new up under the sun, okay? Who is that? Somebody else came in here. Let me put my glasses on. Now, I'm gonna say this again. I got my Ogun talisman I'm going to be working with tonight and displaying that so you'll have a better understanding how to benefit from Ogun. Okay? Okay. Now, the talisman is different than an amulet. Talisman draw in energy, amulets repel energy. Okay? Positive or negative, harmful, whatever. It's all design. That's what happens when you're not a smoker, and also when you're not a swallower. To all of y'all G's out there that have no gag reflux, I God bless you in the name of the Lord. All right, leave certain things up to the experience. So my subject tonight, and as above so below, Mars energy, is match my energy or submit. Match my energy or submit. Now, what I'm going to do for many of you guys, especially if you already initiated, especially if you're already practicing magic, especially if you already got a prayer life, I'm going to simplify certain things and give you a clarity that you probably never had in your life. I am going to explain some things in order for you to be respectful of the energy, the chi or the prana that you have, and also what you're encountering when you're out here in these spiritual streets, okay? So, first of all, we're going to be coming from Matthew, the 17th chapter. Verse 19 through 21. I think I see my mama Susan. What's up, Dustin? I wear clothes when I'm in the shower. I wear clothes when I'm busting a nut. I mean, what's your point? What's up there, my Boaz? Anyway, I keep telling them I'm sad. Anyway, so Matthew, the 17th chapter, 19 to 21. It says this. Then came the disciples mean learners, to Jesus, Yahshua, apart, and said, why could not we cast him out? Verse 20 said, and Jesus, Yahshua, said unto them, because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if thou wilt have the faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say to the mountain, remove hence and go yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Verse 21 says this, howbeit, this particular incident, disciples, this kind goes out, not out, but by prayer and fasting. Now, Pastor Ely, I'm not a Christian. I don't practice Christianity, but I practice Islam. I practice Ocha. I practice Santeria. It's still going to apply to you, certain man. And I'm going to explain why a lot of you guys that claim to be in certain spaces and places in these ATR, why you lack a foundation. Now, I was raised with foundation. So I'm going to break this down to you. And to all of you that have took my beginner's class, my advanced, or my intermediate class, I'm going to connect the dots. That's my job. I give out the knowledge, and then I show you how to utilize in everyday life. Whether it's your incense burn, whether it's your graveyard work, this is how you benefit from your conjure, okay? So, here is the disciples. They watched Jesus, and now this man has come to them and said that he has a son, that he has a lunatic spirit, and he's throwing himself into the fire, and they begin to proceed to try to cast this spirit out of this individual. This is for all of you that believe in exorcism, all of you that believe in cleansing, all of y'all that try to do your own conjure when it comes down to cleansing your homes and your businesses, and you don't want to leave it to the professional. Let me explain what happened and what happened. So here is Yahshua. So after they attempted to cast the spirit out and they failed in their attempt to cast this particular spirit out, the man brings the child to Yahshua, and Yahshua proceeds to cast the spirit out. So, like a good student that many people aren't, if you fail at something or you're not successful at something, ask questions. Disciples, after failing at their endeavor to remove this particular energy or spirit from this particular child, they went to ask questions. Why were we not able to do what we see you do? And he said the reason why you were unable to match the energy of this spirit is because you had unbelief. When you practice real magic, you know if somebody is a match for a certain situation or circumstances and situation. A lot of times, just because you got a problem don't mean you are a match for that problem. So what we're going to do tonight, because we got melanated people that like to make up their own definition, and so therefore a lot of times when I'm teaching or other people teaching, you feel that it does not apply to you. Well, I'm going to help you tonight to realize how this is applicable to you. Whether you are Christian, whether you do Ocha, whether you do Obeah, whether you do mysticism, it don't matter. The word match by definition means, we're talking about Ogun, a person or thing able to contend with another. That means that it has the ability. Some of you are going after things or trying to challenge things that you are not a match for. Did you know that you are black? Absolutely. I took a shower and I looked down and I realized by them inches I had to be black. And so it says, by definition, a match is a person or a thing that is able, has the capability, has the capacity, has the skill set to contend with another as an equal in quality and in strength. When you say that you are trying to practice real magic and you are grounded in your personal gift, your personal truth, your personal experiences, you should know whether you are out of your weight class. The disciples stepped in a situation that they lacked belief, and they were operating in unbelief, and that's why they were not a match for that spirit and could not cast it out. It says here about you have to have equal strength, ability, power, chi. You can't just do a cleansing spell, or you can't just do a reversal spell. You can't just do a prayer against something when you yourself are not a match. You're not an equal vibration. You're not an equal force. You're not an equal. He said the kingdom of God the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. It also says by definition to be equal to something in quality and strength, or to correspond or cause to correspond in some essential respect. What I am saying, when it's a job for Superman, don't bring Wonder Woman. When it's a job for Wonder Woman, don't bring Batman and Robin. Some of you done created problems in your life out of ignorance, out of foolery, out of trying to do things on your own, and now you are no match for the circumstance that you have created. Even though you are yet praying, even though you are yet going to your Ngangam, let me explain it to you like that. I'm not trying to fear nobody. I'm just being honest and I'm being real with you. Before you get into Ocha, depending on what type of eguns you have, may not be a match in strength when you go up against somebody else that got warriors. A lot of you guys really believe, just like you believe because you got dick and nuts, that you a lover. Just like because you feel like you got a wop or a tail hole, just like the next woman, you are better. That's what your problem is. Sometimes you step in an arena that you're not matched. There's not equality in operation. There's not the same level of strength, the same level of experience, the same level of tool. It's not a match. And so therefore you cannot achieve the certain levels of victory that you see your master do. Because this idea of monkey see, monkey do gonna get some of y'all hurt. Some of y'all gonna cause yourself to be in situations that you're spending money and you're spending time and you're still, when you get, I told some people, I had a young lady tell me, she said when everything's said and done, we're gonna end up in the same place. We're never going to end up in the same place because we don't have the same destiny. We do not have the same Che, we have not the same Chi, and so therefore no matter who you get scratched, initiated with, who you get warrior from, who you get leke from, if they do not carry the anointing, Isaiah 10:27, if they do not carry the level of measure of gift and power, how can you ever be a match? I'm going to say this again. We're not equal. I, Chief Apostle, was born. I came in here with a crown. I came in here with spirits already walking with me. I came in here with gifts already active. I've been doing this since elementary school. How, sir and ma'am, are we a match? How you going to work my own instinct better than? It's not going to happen. This is what happens when young people get in the ring with the old Mike Tyson and get their ass whooped because they feel because your youth is on your side. That doesn't mean you still a match for that old version of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson will still knock the fire out your ass. You understand? Even though the Bible said, let no man despise your youth, understand by sitting down and counting up the cost that some circumstance and situation, even though you may have certain fetishes, amulets, and talisman, everybody's conjure is not equal. My baby Scorpio said, Apostle Ely, your magic is unmatched. Because a lot of these people keep looking at, I don't care how long you've been crowned, and I'm not disrespecting the length of your crowning. It still goes back to the basic. It still goes back to the founder. You can have Obatala July, but your Obatala ain't strong like mine. Because you don't have my Egum. You don't have my Ache. Stop letting these people make you feel, because you're going around here saying you're a child of this and a child of that, and you got this lower. If you don't have a measure that matches the frequency by which you are dealing with. You in the same boat as somebody that don't have an elegua. You in the same boat as somebody that don't have an abatala. You in the same boat as somebody that is not initiated or not crowned. You're on the same level playing for sir and ma'am. Stop deceiving yourself. Because if you had the Ache and you can match that frequency, you can remove that spirit from that person. You can remove that spirit from your house. You can cause your own prosperity to fall on your head. But the reason why you can't, because we're not equal. Now those are the wise people say, you know what? This is above my head. This is above my pay grade. This is above my experience. But what I like about this particular parable is that when they failed in their endeavor, they asked questions. Someone asked a question. That's a funny hat, sir. I ain't gonna do it with you tonight. I would hurt your feelings right now, but I'm not even gonna do it tonight. Fuck you. Fuck you, the pussy that brought you here, the sorry dick that skeeted you out. I'm just not gonna do it with you tonight. You don't match my energy. You have no, these people have no, they done been so spoiled in the United States that you think you can just run into anybody's atmosphere, anything, because as long as it's on social media that I don't have your name, you really believe that you can walk into these atmospheres and come with the foolishness and there's no repercussion. I am not these other people. I don't do scare tactics. I don't do none of that shit. I don't have to. This is how y'all learn when things get real. And then that's when you run to your fake G's and, oh, somebody put witchcraft on me, they put sword. No, you come in with the level of disrespect and energy out and energy in. Matter of fact, fuck your neighbor cord. That's what I want here. Where your solar plexus, fuck your neighbor cord. Where you and your mother were enjoying. Curse that. So when your stomach mess up and it ain't gonna never be right no more, you will learn from the day that you came in here fucking with the wrong G. Okay? Not funny that. Just like I can turn a doctor report to be something positive, I can turn that same doctor report to be something negative. You're gonna learn today what duality means. So when you're in stomach pain and you going, you can't take in all that stuff and nothing is working for you, remember this day. And trust me, it's gonna take somebody that's a lot more powerful than me to remove what I put out there. And it's hard to find those kind of people. Now this is what I say to many of you guys when it comes down to real magic, real spirituality. Here is the scripture and the parable talks about how can anybody spoil what's in the strong man's house except he first or she first bind up or restrict the strong man. Okay? When you doing magic, you're supposed to be sitting down and counting up the cost of doing some form of divination that is this a match that I can contend with? Is this somebody that I can spar with? Is this somebody on the level where I can actually prevail? You don't want to be out here hitting and missing. You don't want to be out here guessing. You don't want to be out here taking on cases that you are no match for. You don't want to be out here taking situations. And that's why it's so good to learn up under somebody. So therefore, if something goes on, if something goes awry, you have somebody that you can go to and have questions. This is why you support certain things. So therefore, if you find yourself in that situation where you don't have to wear the weight of your miscalculation. I'm going to say that again. When you are up under leadership, elders, that prevents you from taking on the full weight of your calculation being off, your perception being skewed. Because there's people out here that because you did not count up that cost right, you didn't align correctly, you're going to have to wear the consequences behind those actions. This is real life. What's up, my Stormy, my Sag from Detroit? Match my energy or submit. There's no other two ways about it. Stop thinking that because you get into the Atar and you get Ogun, or you get Ochosi, or you get Iligwa, or if you get Papa Legba, or you may get Matkafu, or you may get, because I went through Babalu Aye, not Babalu Aye, but Baron Samzi in Voodoo. So just because you may have the same loa does not mean you have the same power. It's not the equal strength. It's not the conjure. That's why when I got crowned, that the ruler priest told both of my padrino, you need, because of what he's coming in with, and his oya is going to be this strong, it's coming in with this level of strength, you're going to have to fortify your oya. Are you hearing? They didn't say that I need to get stronger. They said that they needed to get stronger because I was coming into their elate and I was being crowned by them, and so they needed to fortify their oya because of the strength level of my oya that was already resting on my head. I need to educate y'all. When you get into Palo and you get scratched, there's a certain level of arche or strength you get from that ceremony. But sir and ma'am, that does not make you a superpower. I don't have these superpowers because I got scratched. I have these superpowers because I was anointed before I got scratched. And my eargoons were already strong. And all they did was strengthen through the arche of the ceremony. The animals that were sacrificed, that arche went into my eargoons. It fed my spirit. They were already strong. Even my padrino told me, he said, that voodoo spirit you got with you is strong. He said, but after we get through with this ceremony, he said it's going to be much power. He said, because he's going to have access to your Zarabanda cauldron. He's going to be able to utilize everything that is in that cauldron. See, you got to know when you're out here doing conjure, you need to know, can you match that energy? You listening to some of these people, when somebody do something, match their energy. What if that bitch is in poverty? Why would you match the energy of somebody in poverty? What if they're in confusion? Why would you match their energy? Why would you do that? Just because somebody says something, it sounds smart, it sounds slick, it sounds whatever you may have thought, you got to understand your energy. That's why I tell people, don't do what I do, because what I do and how I talk will get you killed. Because I talk reckless to a lot of people, but that's because I can back it up. If I did not have this anointing, I wouldn't be talking the way I'm talking. I would tell the world, if I did not have Isaiah 10 and 27, I wouldn't be saying half the stuff that I say on my platform. But because I do, that's why I talk the way I talk. I would not step in certain situations. I would not assume certain awards. I would not have engaged in certain battles if it wasn't for Isaiah 10 and 27. That's why my cauldrons that I have, my Centella cauldron and my Zarabanda, they have already been elevated. Because the energy that I carry is extraterrestrial. Can you match my extraterrestrial? Can you match my celestial energy? My angelic, can you match my chaos energy? A lot of these people are out here telling y'all to do stuff, but you don't even know how to match the energy. You don't even know how to discern and assess the energy. You don't need to be out here in ignorance because you may have something or somebody told you something and you have not verified it, you have not tested it, you have no idea. And if you don't have nobody you can question, the disciples were able to go through that process, be unsuccessful, and yet become successful because they got the information. Unbelief was hindering them from being able to match that energy. Confusion, lack of education, lack of resources can stop you from matching. Could stop you from matching the energy of your circumstance. You being a procrastinator could cause you not to be able to match. You not being punctual, on time, operating in synchronicity could hinder you from being able to match your situation or circumstance. There's a lot of things that if you, especially if you're a novelist, especially if you are not developed, especially if you're not already in a place, there's certain things you as an experienced spiritualist, you know what to do and what not to do because you need to match that energy. I take my spiritual bath and I do certain things because when I come on this platform, I need to be in a position to be able to match whatever energy that come along. Because when you out here in social media and you out here in this wide web, you don't know who gonna come through, who they are, how equipped they are, how advanced they are. At the end of the day, you need to be able to stand your ground. And so since I say I'm the chief apostle, I need to be able to stand and match my energy with whatever comes up under those umbrellas. It is important, sir, man. Don't be out here because you done got some elecades. That don't mean you got the power. Jesus is Lord in your world. Jesus is not Lord over here. Yahshua. So you carry that somewhere else. And I say carry it on. Now, the reason why, sir and ma'am, science is so important and math is so important, because if you are able through science to determine what kind of energy that you are up against or you're trying to deal with, then you mathematically, you can come up, sit down, count up the cost, and figure out a strategy, or with a consultation or with somebody that is practiced. I told many of you guys about your graveyard work. I'm never going to force you to do anything. That, sir, ma'am, that is your business. But the purpose of you getting that graveyard work is to strengthen your ego. So the next time that you make an affirmation, they will be stronger. They will be able to match the energy of your desire. I'm going to say this again. Your desire, in order to bring things into fruition, you have to match the energy, the frequency of that said desire. The greater desire, the greater the arche needs to be. If you sow sparingly, you're going to reap sparingly. If you sow abundantly, you're going to reap abundantly. This is why this stuff matters. This is why you find yourself in situations where I don't care how much you pray, how many elbows you give, and no matter how much cleansing you do, it is ineffective, because the energy that you are dealing with, you are not a match for that energy. I'm going to say that again. In the same fight with the same opponent, you can tag the right person in, they become a match, and all of a sudden you see stuff moving. That's why some people start working with me or start doing certain things. They start seeing stuff manifest. You know why? Because I'm a match for the energy of your circumstance. What's up, my love, my Taurus in the house? You need to understand, it's not about me. It's not about the tata, the mumbo, the hookah. If you can't match the energy of your enemy, you're not going to defeat them. If you go, I have people go off to get other spiritual workers. I told Minister Mario, son of a choice, I said, the person that she going to ain't even no match for me. I ain't even crowned yet. I'm not even scratched yet. Let me explain something to y'all. You got to be a match for the person. It don't matter what your tool is. It doesn't matter what you initiated. Those are only tools. You can go to college and still not be smarter than somebody. You can have a degree on your wall and still not be more successful than somebody. When the rubber meets the road, sir, man, when your rubber meets that, is the energy there. Is the determination there. Is the consistency there. What is lacking for magic and spirituality? People don't want to match the energy of their desire. They just want to desire it. The reason why you can't get the turnaround you want, because you're not trying to match the energy necessary to bring that turnaround. This is why when I grew up from the family I grew up, that's why I always seen man. That's why I had such a level of confidence, because when they said something was going to go a certain direction, that's the way it went. I didn't see a lot of this tomfoolery until I got in the church world. I started getting in ministry. That's when I see all that lot. Then I get into all these other things. And when I practiced voodoo, and the people that I was practicing voodoo, I see manifest. They match that energy. When they said your ass was going in the ground, your ass, your hips, your thighs, and your ankles follow suit. When they say you're going to lose your job, that's what happened. I'm not accustomed, and that's why I get agitated with some of you all, because you keep trying to lump me in the boat with these other people. You keep trying to put me in the category with the people that you have engaged in. Everything has a mythology to it. Everything has a science to it. And depending on who you are, I don't even know who's that. When they say, and I thank you for all that you have done. I mean, oh, thank you so much, baby. Let me tell y'all something. I am trying to educate where you will have a certain level of confidence, a certain level of assurance. We sang the song in the church, blessed assurance, without matching the energy. You can have a dilemma all day long, but the reason why we do ebos or we give sacrifice of animals, because we're trying to match the energy. That if we want to exchange death for life, we try to match that energy. If we want to exchange poverty for prosperity, we have to match that energy. If we want to exchange single for married or relationship, then we have to match that energy. And then the vibration or the frequency is what quality of marriage you want. What quality of wealth you want. What quality of health. You can still have health, but it's not high quality. That's where the frequency comes in. The energy is one thing. This is why we do candle work. But then the frequency, we want to maintain that frequency so we can stay on in alignment with that energy. And then we benefit from that frequency. The Bible says in Psalm 105, forget not all thy benefits. You cannot overcome the strong man when you can't match the strong man's energy. Pray all you want. That's a brick wall. A lot of the frustration is because so many people think they're saving money and time by doing work on their own. And a lot of times you have not assessed your adversary or adversaries. Sometimes you have not assessed how much energy, chi, or prana it's going to take for you to actually get that promotion. Sometimes you have not assessed how deep you have already dug yourself and how much energy it's going to take for you to come out that energy and then walk in surplus. So I'm going to use this analogy so you can understand when you're behind the ball. So I'm going to use this analogy. If it took $20 for you to get to your destination, but as you went to your destination, you realized you were going in the wrong direction. That means you have already wasted $20. That means you have to refill your car up again, which means that now you have spent $40. Now it's going to take you another $20 to get back to the starting place of that first $20, because you took $20 to get to go the wrong direction. Then you had to refill the car back up again, $20 to come back to start where you had started in the beginning, and now you need another $20 to get to your destination. When you make mistakes and you fall short and you procrastinate, it causes things to cost you more and more energy, frequency, and vibration. Delay hurts nobody but you. Procrastination hinders nobody's progression but you. That's why some people miss out on relationships, because you think you can find something better, and therefore you miss out on, and you make the person feel like you don't really want them, and so they move on. Sometimes searching for the grass to be green on the other side will cost you a healthy relationship. Now, sweetie, you can't. Let me tell you something about these nuts. Let me tell you where you're going wrong. You have absolutely no respect for the pussy that brought you to this earth. You have no honor for the nuts that bust for you to get here. And so, therefore, it is very difficult for you to look at a melanated man of another culture and show a certain level of respect. So not only did you dishonor yourself, you dishonor the nuts and the vagina that brought you here. Therefore, it has complicated your life. And it's going to stay complicated. Mafedi Fun Ogun. I'm passing out curses tonight. When you cannot match energy, I dropped it. I've been doing spirituality for a very long time. If you test the energy of my talisman, you're going to find that it's unmatched. I have told people this over and over and over. My powers do not come from this world. My powers do not, my gifts do not come from this world. They're extraterrestrial in energy. They come from a whole nother dimension. I'm not even from this place. Okay? I need you to understand when you're getting magical working from different spiritualists, that everybody does not have the same ache or level of quality of energy, frequency, and vibration. So therefore, their spell work, their conjure, their prayers, however it is that they release that energy, is not going to be on the same level, and it does not have the same quality. This is why I tell people, don't lie to me. You're so accustomed to dealing with Dollar General spiritualists or clearance sale conjurers, to when you deal with somebody that's authentic, somebody that is of a royal blood, then a lot of times you think that you can deceive me and lie to me, and all you're doing is ensnaring your soul. That's all you're doing. You don't even have to lie to kick it with me, Craig. I personally don't care. I don't care if you gay, straight, bi. I don't care if you're rich or poor. If you want help, I will help you. As long as you ring my cash out, as long as you ring my Zelle, as long as you ring my bell, and I'm talking about my nuts, I can work with that. But the idea that you do not take out the time to assess who you are contending with. Let me tell you something. I am telling you, you don't have to take my word for it. Go get a read. If you say you a real seer, a real conjurer, then test my energy, my ache, and see if I am not who I say I am. And at that point, sir, ma'am, then submit. Because it is going to be very difficult for you to be able to conjure the necessary energy. You know how many people that call themselves do work with their egoons and work with Palo and went to voodoo. They done went to all type of people, and I'm still tearing their ass up. They got all kind of protection, and I'm going through. Don't make me pop your protection, huh? Don't. What you need to do, instead of trying to challenge and match my energy, you need to take my classes. You need to educate yourself and find you somebody that you can learn up under, so you can learn some respect for energy, frequency, and vibration. And therefore, you will know when you have stepped in an arena. There's a reason I tell some of you that I am a six-figure man. You're not going, I'm going to also say to this, I am not trying to offend you. I have come from a family of millionaires. Money. And I myself, I'm not rich, but I come from resources. And I'm accustomed to getting what I want. And I myself make decent money, that I am able to do the things that I do. So I'm not the type of spiritualist that you're gonna come and try to tell me how to use my nganga or how to use my my magical powers and abilities or my reach or my, because I'm not thirsty, I'm not hungry. You're not gonna come in here with the disrespect because you got a couple dollars. Because I'm gonna tell you what my grandma said: you can put that money and stick that money so far up in your ass till you choke and you bleed from your esophagus. Because I'm not interested. You don't buy my spirits. You bless my spirit. If I don't treat my spirits like slaves and they're not Miss Daisy, then you're not going to do it. You're going to show my egoons respect just like I'm going to show you respect. But the moment you come in because you done gave a quarter, a nickel, a dollar, and think that you run something over here, that's the ma'am and sir, that's the time that the fuckery begins. Match the energy so you can be blessed. Match the energy so you can grow. Match the energy so you can develop. And know whether you are able to knock on that door and that door be open unto you. That you can speak those things that be not as though they were. Know that what you out there calling. Let me explain this to you, to let you know how well I know what I'm talking about. When you use the scripture, call those things that be not as though they were. That means that you're using your ache from your mouth, which life and death is in the power of your tongue. And you're speaking, you're using air element to call, summon forth your desire from the ether. That's what you're doing. So the physical example I'm going to give you, that is you, if you have really sat down and kind of, that means you have went and got the right fishing rod, you have the right weight to the lining, because you have intention of bringing a shark. See, when you know purpose, you know what you're calling, you know that you have to have something strong enough to pull those things. Now, even if that shark fight back, because some of y'all call those things that be not, and you're not expecting resistance. You feel like because you summon it, that there must, resistance. Baby, that's what resistance brings, strength. So therefore, they also, when they're on the ship, because of the type of fish that they're going out, or the type of gold they're going after, they brace themselves. And some of them strap themselves in. And they begin to reel that. And they realize that they might be there for a while. Some of y'all don't understand that. The Bible says pray without ceasing. You want your healing, pray without ceasing. If you want your deliverance, pray without ceasing. If you want your victory, pray without ceasing. If you want to turn around, pray without ceasing. I don't know until, let me explain it to you like this. When you call that thing, it's still out there fighting. When you summon that thing, it's still out there kicking. Because just because you want it, don't mean that it want to come. So I continue to pray in consistency. And what happens at that point, it is not over until that shark or whatever it is that you have apprehended or you have hooked by your power, until you have it in the boat, until you have it in the cooler, until you have secured it that it cannot jump out the boat. Because sometimes you can catch something and put it in the boat, but because you didn't secure your blessing, because you didn't secure your situation, it can hop right back out the boat. And you did all of that work for nothing, because you have not learned how to anchor your soul, root and ground yourself in your spirituality. And now all of a sudden, out of all you done, it done got away. You didn't even get a chance to take a picture. Now everybody think you're lying about the fish that got away. Everybody think you're lying about the prayer you prayed or prophesied for your own life. Because what you, sir, ma'am, have not done is that you don't want to be taught how this actually works. It don't matter if it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, energy, I energy. This is what I mean by Ogun. Ogun works 24/7. Anything that worked that hard needs to be maintained, refreshed. This is why we use watermelon with Ogun. This is why we use Minga with Zarabanda. If you got something working, it's like a store being open 24/7. They got to clean round the clock. Because there's always opportunity for trash to come in. Foot traffic. Are you understanding? I didn't get where I am being ignorant. I didn't get the victories that I got being ignorant. I understand what it means to match energy. That's what's wrong with these people out here in Ocha with me, is because you done been crowned longer than I have, but you can't match my energy. And it's pissing you off. You done been initiated longer than I have, and you cannot match my energy. You done been scratched longer than I have, and you cannot match my energy. Because what you have forgot, I get my energy and my ache from the inexhaustible God, the omnipotent one. And my magic is ancient. When you're scratching and your initiation, it was just around the corner when you line it up against what I come from. And I'm not disrespecting what you got. But the moment you decide to match yourself up with me, you better understand, you better go talk to your Nganga for real. You better throw those Shamalangas for real. And you better come back with a real read, for you find yourself in a match with somebody that you are outclassed all day long. Because my Ogun don't work like your Ogun. My Zarabanda don't work like your Zarabanda. Because I'm a divine being. So when y'all out here listening to it up, when you give towards me, that's why it come back good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This is why you don't downplay hoodoo. It's about the energy. That's why you don't. That's why someone like, oh, I got my Orisha and I got my Oshun. Because if your energy can't match my Oshun, if your energy can't match my Oya, if your energy can't match my Zarabanda or my Lucero, why would I give a flying flippity flop? Why would I? You got a 22. I got an AK-47. It's unmatched. It's uneven. But you run around here and act like we even. Even as a babe, even as an IRO, me and you ain't in the same category. My Ache is going to be considerably higher than yours. My Egun was stronger than you before I ever got stretched. No less than the spirit that stand behind me, and no less than the spirit that lives in me, and no less than the spirits that are walking in my head. I'm a goddamn walking cemetery. When you out here talking about what doors to knock on, make sure you can handle that energy behind that door. Before you open that portal, make sure you can deal with the energy behind that portal. And know the difference between somebody jaw jacking. So, when you say that you can go to your Ogun, your Obatala, your Ochosi, that's like Russia talking about their military versus the military of the United States. The United States don't give a damn that Russia got military weapons. They got them too. They amass their missiles and their troops, their planes, their ship, their warrior. When you stacking yourself, and that's what I believe in, getting in position. A lot of y'all people believe in trying to scare people because you got a fetish. That don't mean you got it going on. Just like a man that got a dick don't mean he know how to lay pipe. We would not have the disappointments that we have if it's just all about just having the tool. We wouldn't have the dissatisfaction. Everybody ain't making money that got a job. Everybody ain't making money that got a website. Everybody ain't making money that got a business. Everybody ain't got a happy home that got a house. I'm talking to grown people. Huh? See, I'm not Mr. Eddie. You get in the buck for me. I'm gonna show you what it be, huh? You throw your legs up to me, it's going numb. This is what y'all problem is. Know when you messing with a different kind of energy, a different kind of frequency, a different kind of vibration. So you will be able to align yourself either with it or know how to step back and get out of harm's way. You got to be able to, especially if you have Piscean energy or Scorpio energy, if you have Cancerian energy, or you have a fire element, which is the Leos and the Sagittarius, these that pick up energy like that. If you cycle it, your air element, if y'all can pick up the energy, when you realize that somebody out here and is on a whole nother level, baby, it's time to assess that. Some of y'all have no business on the Mercedes dealers. Your income alone says no to you. Even if you got the income, you got too many responsibilities to be on that Mercedes dealership. Because you have too many people that are obligated to your finance, so you cannot afford it even though you make good money. That's what I mean by mathematics. You would not be failing at certain things if you were doing the proper math. You can't long dick nobody when your dick don't go beyond your nuts. Now you can stab her forever. Paper cuts hurt like anything else. But there's certain things you just cannot do because the math ain't there. The biology is not there. You can't keep my house, bitch, because you ain't clean. And you knew you weren't clean before you said hello to me. You already knew what you were coming here with. And so now because I address your energy, your frequency and your vibration, all of a sudden now I'm the bad person. I'm not with that. I'm too grown for that. And you are too. If you're trying to do real magic, this is the lie for you. You don't have to leave Christianity. You don't have to stop being a Muslim. Hell, you don't even have to be a hoe. You don't have to stop sucking nuts. That's irrelevant to me. What's relevant to me, if you're trying to develop, you're trying to increase, you're trying to make your life worth living, no matter what your energy is, and that you understand accountability and responsibility. That's what my concern is. That you're not just out here listening to me, but you're applying what I'm saying. Now all of a sudden, now because you're on my Patreon, because you done took a couple classes, that you can match my energy? Really? Demonstrate it. Don't talk about it. Demonstrate it. Show me that you understood what I taught in those classes by manifesting it in your life. And now I should be able to work with you on a whole nother level if you really understood my classes. If you really understood my life. Don't tell me about, I know when somebody's repeating something to me, regurgitate. I'm talking about, can you put into operation what I have taught? Can you match my energy? If I elevate to the third part of heaven, can you go there with me? If I descend into the lower regions of hell, can you do that with me? Or do I got to take you with me? Because you're not inclined like that. Can you walk in these people's houses like I can? Can you walk in these businesses like I can? Can you see like I can? Can you match my energy? Some of y'all talking about, oh, Apostle, I want to see. You can't see my gift operate like that because your money don't match my energy. Your Cash App don't tell me to go that deep. I'm going to say that again. Your Cash App does not summon my spirit to go that deep. Because I'm not going to waste my ego and energy with that kind of return. Because I know math. Respect these practices. Stop letting these people got you out here running up on things that you know. You know what you can manifest from what you can't manifest. That's why you need help. If you don't feel that I have the energy, the arche to help you, then find you somebody else that can. That's what you need. You don't need to waste any more time, because if I can't teach you, if I have not been an example of what I claim, if I have not manifested something in the time and the duration of you dealing with me, then I'm not for you. But I know that's a lie, because I know what my egoons can do. That's whether I light a candle or not. That's whether I light incense or not. If I think a thing, it should come to pass. If I focus on it, they'll move for me. He said, while you are yet asking, I'm yet answering. Before you get it out your mouth, I'm bringing it to pass. Before you set the candles up, I'm going to move for that person, because they have already came into contract with you by doing the giving. Once you have given the giving, you've already activated the process with my ego. I told you, if you want to get my attention, don't text me, don't email me, make my Zelle ring. And when you get my products, I want you to utilize them. And I want you to utilize them with wisdom, because I want you to be able to look back and see the progression in your life, to see you moving forward in life, that you don't attend to the stupid stuff you used to attend to. You don't suck the dumb dick that you used to suck. You don't let the stupid pussy that you used to lick. You don't lick that no more. You go get some smart pussy, some profitable pussy. What the hell I'm doing all this for you to keep messing with the same ignorant type of people? It's supposed to elevate you, give you quality about your life. Substance. Praise God. So what we're going to do tonight with Ogun, because this is about action. So what I'm going to do, we can either do Ogun with Blockbuster, or we can do Ogun with Triple Threat. Now, the reason why you use it, because this is about drawing energy to you. When people are trying to close your roads or hinder you, and you can use Ogun for love life, Ogun covers everything. Ogun got the tool. This is like one of this symbolization of what I got. Like when you think about Ogun, if you got one of my talismans, like Ogun got tools. Tools to do whatever need to be done. That's like having a handyman or a carpenter for a man or a woman. It is important that you match that energy. And then when other people, let me tell y'all something. When other people walk in your atmosphere, because some of you guys keep it in Titty City. I told the men to put in their pocket by their nuts. Or they slong. And so when you wear that, you pay attention to the energy, because this is a talisman. So it draws the energy of Ogun to you. So the workhorse, it's supposed to make you want to work and accomplish your goal. Like the Bible said, whatsoever you set your hands to do shall prosper. So you're supposed to be out here actually moving forward into your goal when you're working with Ogun, because you're drawing his energy, that Ache, into your own being, your own energy field. So you can do it. You don't grab Ogun and then lay on your ass. You don't get Ogun, burn your incense. Huh? I even use Ogun when it comes to sex. I let Ogun touch my back, my chakra, my root chakra, and I tell him strengthen my lower back, because that's where I'm going to break them in. When I leave out of here, I am going to remove that spine in their life. That's my job. But I need Ogun 24 hours. Charge my lower back, my back muscles. I'm just showing you different things you can use Ogun for. You don't have to use Ogun the way you keep people. When you got your Ogun from a real Santero, a real spiritualist, a real conjurer, somebody that's really initiated, then it's all about the energy and the Arche. Some of y'all need to put Ogun up on your nuts. because you ain't got no strength. Your woman running your household. You need Ogun up under your nuts. But then don't take him from under your nuts and then kiss it. Unless you get down like that. But that's your business. Somebody will catch it. That's how you get my attention. I'm looking down. I'm looking down. I got you, Ryan. But what I'm gonna do different than tonight, I'm gonna burn your incense burn, but I'm gonna burn it with this talisman. So we're gonna burn Ogun. Let me light this up. And my energy is different from your energy. So even if you got my talisman, I'm doing it for you tonight. Now, we use, because this is Mars, right? We capitalize on the energy, the arche of that particular day. If this is your day of power, great, wonderful. So this is tobacco. Tobacco is ruled by Mars. This is where we activate or we give strength and arche to Ogun. This is why we blow the tobacco. So if you had an Ogun pot, you would blow your own. But if you don't have that and you have one of my talisman, it came from my Ogun pot. This is also consistent of the air element. So now it has a charge. Now what I'm going to do is get triple threat for Ryan. Now what Ryan needs to concentrate on while his chief apostle is fit to burn this for him. Because triple threat grants victory in 3 areas of your life. So now that I'm taking it down here to Ogun, it's in there. Now what I'm going to do, green lighter, y'all know I'm extra Sagittarius. I'm going to light this over here. But once it starts smoking, I'm going to put Ogun, the talisman, down there for Ryan. The same thing I'm going to do for the rest of y'all. If you want something tonight. That's for Ryan. All I'm doing is giving more arche, more energy for manifestation. In this particular case, it's triple threat. And so therefore, I'm utilizing it in that capacity so things can move. Because remember, Ogun works 24 hours a day. So this energy, the frequency is about Ogun going into Ryan's life, in 3 areas of Ryan's life, and work non-stop to fulfill whatever that desire he has. That's the that is the purpose of working triple threat, whether it's the candle or the incense. But the energy is going to be different because it's my energy. And it's also going to be different if I work it for you. Thank you. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, these are facts. These are not my opinions. These are not my suggestions. It doesn't matter if you're an E5 voodoo. If you got a talisman or a crystal or something, and it doesn't care enough, if you got a necklace on and it don't got enough energy, how can it protect you when the energy that's coming against you is stronger? It just doesn't make any sense. It's not logical sense. That's why I tell some of you guys to strengthen your graveyard work because of what you're going up against and who's attacking you. You need stronger magic. But I can't make you do it, of course. But I can tell you what you have need of. So therefore, the next time that they come against you or they throw at you, you're going to see a difference because you done step your game up. People throw at me too. Bing. If you had the proper arche, it wouldn't really matter because it would not be manifesting in your life. I got you, Karen O'Brien. I'm probably gonna see you Sunday, but I'll let you know because you got me. You got my number. What time? So it's gonna be out the church though. Triple threat for everybody. Now this going for Karen O'Brien. Now I'm gonna still repeat the process. It's going into Ogun. Thank you, Stormy, for hitting that super chat, baby. I'm specifically calling her name. Then I'm going to take the talisman because this Ebasa. Now what she needs to do while I'm burning this or talisman, she needs to think about 3 areas of her life that she wants victory in. Because triple threat is high John, low John, and Southern John. Okay. That Ache is strong. That's for Karen O'Brien. That's my Gemini. And then the fact that she's a Gemini and this is air element, she needs to be receiving. And this, what I would, if I was her, I say I receive because she's an air element. She's a Gemini, so I receive. If you are air element, Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini, you need wait a minute, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Yeah, 3 elements. You need to be receiving, speaking, because that's your Ache. I receive my victory. I receive that. That's what this is all about. And so in this particular area of my life, she can speak and say, this area of my life, I receive this. In that particular area of my life, I receive. Everybody felt that. And this particular life, because there's 3, it's triple threat, means 3. That's the purpose. That's why it costs what it is. That's why you do it. Because sometimes the enemy trying to mess with your life. You got to move in more than one area. You welcome, baby. Somebody hit PayPal. Either the green got my attention or the blue. So PayPal come up in that's my Renee. Yes, baby. I got you, Renee. That's my 69. The spirits know you at 69. That's what I be calling you in prayer. All right. I got my Renee 69. So I'm bringing it to Ogun. And now what I'm going to do, take the talisman. Renee needs to be focused on 3 areas of her life that she wants victory in. Right? So here we go. Ogun works 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day. So this is, I pray, as the Bible says, pray without ceasing. That's this concept. I just seen it light up again. Y'all making my nipples hard. And once that get hard, that other fella. I got you, Demetrius. Hold on, I got it. That's almost done. Triple threat. I got Ryan. Okay. And now there's Demetrius. Wait a minute. Bo, you know, Bo, I gotta read it for Bo. Hold on. I just saw that. I'll write that down. My Pisces. And then I got my triple threat for Demetrius. Okay, coming to Ogun. Now Demetrius needs to think about 3 areas of his life that he wants to be for victory in. And now I'm going to draw it in with the talisman. And I have my power hand, because if you're right-handed, that's your strongest, that's where your energy goes out. And so I'm working with my right hand with these talismans. When I want to F somebody up, like I am with this tiger, I put on my left hand. For all them trying to throw at me, I got something for them. That's with Demetrius. And whether this was your government name or not, the spirit already knows who this is for. That's why I like doing real magic. Bo said, I love it, private brother. I know that's right. I like the fact that we get more men involved in this conjuring. Okay, hold on. And Monique, thank you so much for the donation from Minister Mario gravestone. I know some of you guys know, but some of you guys don't know. We're in process of getting the gravestone headstone for Minister Mario, son of Ochosi. And so, like I told anybody that some of you guys have already sent your $100. Some people sent more than $100. It's going to be like $2,000 when it's all said and done. But some of the people that participate in this crowning want to be a part of that. So I always come to the platform. I start with, I ain't gonna lie, I start with the church. Well, I start myself first, do my part, and then I go to the church, and then I come to the social media. So that's how I normally do. I offer anything, what I got going on, to the church first, and then I come to social media, and then I offer it to all of my Patreon, to my tribe, my graveyard work. All of you guys have access to that stuff. And so he is the first Orisha of our church. He is the son of Ochosi, and his mother is Oya, as well as we have the same mother in Ocha. He is Scratch and Paulo, so he's not just a Santeiro, he's also a Palero. He is not as far advanced as I am, but he is definitely elevated ancestor. He's not just an ancestor, he's an elevated ancestor because of what he took on when he was here on earth. But that's what we're going to be doing. Make sure I get everything. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read for my Boaz. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes concerning Bo the Pisces. Bo the Pisces. Boaz the Pisces. That which is in the dark, bring it to light of my eyes. What is it that this Pisces needs to focus on? What is it that this Pisces needs to focus on? What is it that this Pisces needs to focus on? Thank you, Monique. I really appreciate that offering and the food. I appreciate anything and everybody doing. I don't want nobody to think that I don't appreciate what is being done. Because when you get on these platforms and you decide to be truthful and honest and direct, then it draws certain people and it also repels certain people because everybody ain't looking for the truth. Pisces, it says listening to your soul. This is coming up in shadow. This is going to be one of Psalm 23 for you. Nun mem. It said, the whispers of my soul and divine counsel of the light are heard loud and clear. I know what I have to do, and I'm willing and prepared to do what it takes to get it done. And this is definitely your energy. And shadow is the stuff you're working on, what they want to focus on. And they're saying that you already know what you want to do, you know what you want to come, and you're going to get it done. And for that to come up that strong for Pisces, a lot of times Pisces can be put things off, procrastinate. But this card right here is indicating that you are on point, you stand up on yourself, and that is a very, very good thing. Then your middle card says memories. Pisces, it says Va Shin Resh. It said the power of memories arise within my consciousness. It said lessons of life are deeply ingrained in my being. Now, by this being your middle card, and because I know what kind of conjure is going on around you, this card is talking about that you're falling in alignment, what is prepared. You're actually right now operating in your destiny. This also talks about your spirit's when it talks about the subconscious mind, this means that this is the area where, like, when you sleep, this is the place you go and that actually rules over your body, the subconscious mind, and this is where the magic takes place. Because you're a Piscean person and you have old soul, this spirit has been around a lot, so a lot of your answers are going to be able to be made manifest. A lot of deja vu is going to be taking place. Bo, then look at this right here. Your outcome card. This is what I call my John. I wish above all that you prosper, be in health, and even that your soul prosper. This is talk about duality for Pisces. It says prophecy and parallel universes. That means as above, so below. You're going to have a lot of synchronicity going on, Bo. You're going to have a lot of things happening good for you in the natural world as well as the spirit world. It's your outcome card says, hey, Yud. It said, I am bestowed with the power of prophecy, being able to foretell. You're going to be at deja vu, a knowing. It says, with my consciousness elevated and my awareness heightened. That means elevation of your awareness, like your five senses being illuminated. And then it talks about your consciousness being elevated. It said, I have the power to enter into a new universe of transformation and light. Your outcome card is Psalm 27. This card right here talks about all of the transformations that are taking place and going to take place. You're gonna, when you look back on yourself, you might not be able to recognize who you have morphed into, because of these two cards talking about parallels, and that means as you are morphing in the natural, you're gonna be morphing in the spirit. But it's definitely Psalm 27. Congratulations, you are on your way. Wow. You've had good reading, but you never had those type. I'm really impressed with that that energy that's around you. Thank you so much, my Boaz. And make sure I got everybody. Mario forever trading stock. All that boy do is buy stock. Which is not a bad thing, but he's a Capricorn, so that's what he was doing. All right, guys and girls, I think I got everybody. Much love to each and every one of you guys. I gotta go get something to eat. Let me eat one more of this stuff to keep my stomach calm. But I love you guys and I appreciate you. Don't forget to comment on this video. If this video helped you or you feel like there's somebody that can really benefit from what we teach on this platform, that they really about this spirituality, share the video, comment if it did anything for you. If you resonated with it, thank you so much. And to all of you that continue to help me with my super chat. And I put in the group what we've been making, because it comes out monthly about what is generated. And I'm actually like $400 above the average person that starts. They say normally start only make $100 some dollars. So we like $400 above just the norm, even in starting. So I'm thank God for that. Can a white boy do magic? Absolutely, a white man can do magic. A boy can eat pussy and suck dick. So you do magic. I hope that answers your question. May not be the way you expecting it, but all right. Much love, tribal love to each and every one of you.